Hello, everybody. This is your host, Desiree. I am the founder of um, Small and Anointed, which is a faith-based organization located here in Omaha. So what we do, we encourage the Christian entrepreneurs, those small businesses, the startup, and we started our activities back in January. That's where I actually met my guests in one of those classes that we give, and we hope to give them a voice. This is really our main goal, to give them a voice in the community. So tonight I am very excited. She is well known in our community here in Omaha. Her name is Sophia Jordan. She is the owner of Black Bottom Biscotti. And she is actually also a sister in Christ. She believes in the Bible. She um, she goes to a very well-known church here, and we have the same father. So the same spiritual father. So tonight, please let me welcome you, Miss Sophia. So, Miss Sophia, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Desiree? Hi,
I
everybody.
am good. I am good. This is really an honor to have you here tonight.
Thank
And
you. I wanted to be here.
let's start by just, can you just introduce yourself?
Okay. As Desiree said, I'm Sophia Jordan, owner of Black Bottom Biscotti. I've been in business since 2012. At first, I was mostly geared toward wholesale, and now I'm entering the retail part of it more. So the reason why I started is because I love biscotti, and I couldn't find a good biscotti that was not commercial. I didn't really like commercial biscotti, and a bakery that I used to get my biscotti at closed, forced me to make it myself, and so here I am.
So I think some of
Mhm.
the viewers here might not know what is a biscotti. So we are
Oh,
going to show them a picture in a minute, but I think you will have to describe it. So what is a biscotti? Is it a dessert? Is it for breakfast? Is it a snack? Can you tell us?
okay. I do have a sample. I'll try and put my computer screen down so you can see it. Biscotti is an Italian twice baked cookie. It's first baked as a log, and then you cut it into slices, and then you can dip it. Originally in Italy, they used to have it as an evening snack after dinner with a little sweet wine. We've
Mm-hmm.
Americanized it by dipping it in coffee or tea. So let me see if I can get you. So if you see here, it's first baked as a log, and then it's cut into like half-inch slices. I dip mine. Oh, I'm sorry. And once it's put into the slices, it's baked a second time. So here it's soft, but once you bake it a second time, it's nice and crunchy. Some
Mm.
biscotti are, I have found they're very hard and they have to be dipped, but I'm not a dipper. I like them side by side. So mine are undippably edible. That's my tagline.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to dip. You choose to dip or not to dip.
Thank you, Miss Sophia. So So definitely, viewers, a biscotti is sweet. So Miss Sophia, like you
Yes.
said, so it's sweet. So really, we can actually. It depends on how you like it, right? You can eat it for a snack. I mean, if you want to have a snack for, I don't know about breakfast though. Don't you
It
think?
could be. This one, yes, it could be. It's actually like a grab and go. They come individually. I don't know if you can see it, but they come individually packaged. So
Hmm.
you can keep like a ginger jar on your counter and just grab and measure both because each of them are individually packaged. Uh, the, this one is cranberries and pistachio. And the thing
Hmm.
about biscotti, it's not as sweet as your average cookie. It's a little lighter sweetness to it. So it's not that filled with sugar. I do have some that are very sweet, but most of them aren't that sweet. They were made to be long lasting. The Roman army would carry them into battle with them. So that's why they had to be twice baked. And it wasn't dipped in chocolate back then. It was just taken plain, which a lot of people still like. I even like some of them without the chocolate sometimes. But they can be for your morning, your morning rush, just to have them as you're eating them, as you're going to work, or like the Italians would do with after dinner as a nice little snack after dinner. I have
Okay.
the ones, and they do come savory. Not all biscotti is sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I've attempted savory. I'm going to go back and attempt it again. But they come with a Parmesan and Romano cheese, a pepper. Um, I've seen them with cheeses in them, sun-dried tomatoes, so they can be a
Oh
savory
wow.
also. Yeah, they don't have
I
to be all.
I did not know that. I did not know that. I did not know that you could have cheese in there. You know, so basically you use it as what you call it. When you eat your pasta and stuff, so you can actually.
Right, just dip it
Oh,
in your sauce. Yeah, yeah. It's a
interesting.
dipping stick. It really is. I know people dip it in ice cream. I'm at a couple
Sure,
at an ice cream place, so you can, instead of using a spoon, just dip it in your ice cream and eat it. So it can be,
sure.
it's a dipping stick.
That's really interesting. So how long have you been in business, Miss Sophia? Let's get down to business because,
Um,
like I said at the beginning, in my introduction here, you are very well known in the community. So it looks like a lot of people know about Black Bottom Biscotti. I actually met you in one of the vendor events that
mhm,
Miss BC Clark had. I think it was last year too, actually was
mhm.
last year. So that's where I met you also. But so tell us, how long have you been in business and how come, someone from Europe actually came about, how you had a vision about it and made it a living basically.
Yes, Lord, I really do like, I don't know. I'm originally from New York. One of
Hmm.
the other things I carry and that I make are scones, which are English, and then rugula,
Hmm.
Rugela, common spell, kind of the common spelling, which is a Jewish cookie. When I was a little girl, my father would bring home like this box of pastry of cookies, and I was usually the first one in the box picking out what I wanted. There was this little cookie that had raisins and walnuts in it. I didn't know what it was called at that time, and then I let
Hmm.
my brother have the rest. And then as an adult, I found out what it was. It was rugula, and the pastry is like, oh, it's so good. It's cream cheese and butter based,
Mm.
and then you lay it out into just a sheet, a nice long sheet. This is how I do mine. And then there's a puree of apricot preserves put on it, and then your raisins. I put raisins, craisins, walnuts, cinnamon, sugar. Put that on it, roll it up, and I cook it. You've probably also seen them as crescents, like put them in a triangle shape, put everything on, and then roll it up, and it looks more like a crescent. So that's rugula. That's probably um, that's one I bake the things I love. It's like the things I grew up on. And I happen to love scones. Those are my three main. We also started selling cookies retail. I have a wonderful raspberry chocolate chip oatmeal cookie. It has real raspberries in it, dark chocolate and semi-sweet chocolate. I love dark chocolate. By the way, the chocolate that goes on the bottom of my biscotti, it's dark chocolate or a white chocolate, so that you know. And I just love it. I started with I'm at about 24th and Ames. I'm in that area. And I started with my doors open to the public, but soon closed it and just concentrated on the wholesale part of it. I'm in a few places in Omaha. And I'm branching out into other cities.
Mm-hmm.
So in Omaha, can I say who has it?
Oh,
Who?
absolutely. Go ahead.
Ted and Wally's. And for those of you who might remember stories, Melissa was, she was the first owner of Stories, and she is the first person who let me into her shop. And it was Stories on 180th and Pacific. And that was a nice place. I loved working with it was a lot of us women business owners, and we had our products in there. And it was a nice atmosphere to work in. It
Mm,
really was. Ted and Wally's, I met Jeannie, and she carries my stuff. A Hill of Beans coffee shop. They're also one of my bigger clients. I like to, who else? Sozo. Sozo, I had a coworker introduce me to the owner there. So they carry my biscotti and scones. Uh, Urban Abbey. I don't want to forget anybody. Dundee Double Shot, Green Bean Coffee. It would be bad to forget anyone, but I think that's all. I feel like I'm forgetting someone, but it's on my website, the people
abs-
who carry my products. And now uh, I'm also doing retail. So when you order the cookies or the scones, they are baked fresh. So there's like a wait time with that. But you can order online. I also have go on DoorDash for delivery, or you can pick up curbside pickup. So yeah, it's been fun. It's been when they say, one of those roller coaster rides, and it's costing me more than I ever thought it would.
yeah.
But I've had people come around and help me and support me, and people love my product. That's it. You may start out wanting to support me, but I have a product that I'm proud of. I
Mhm.
don't skimp on it. I don't try to get by with it. I want a good product, something I would eat. So that's what I want to give other people. If I'm not going to eat it, why should I try and sell it to you? But I can
Mm.
sell my product because I love it. It's good. Um, so if you look, let me see. I think you can kind of
So,
see that's the cranberry pistachio.
mm,
See, you got to put a lot of cranberries and pistachios in it to make it good. This one is in its package. Oh, this one. Oh, I don't think you'll be able to see it as well, but this one is espresso chocolate chip, and that has a lot of chocolate chips in it with a hint of cinnamon. Other flavors we have are salted cinnamon is a bestseller right now. Is salted caramel chips and cinnamon chips in the biscotti, and then the top is sprinkled with salt, and the bottom is a white chocolate. And that would be one of the sweeter ones, I would say. But that is a
mm.
bestseller for me. It's very, very good.
Oh, that sounds so yummy right now. All those flavors, Miss Sophia, sounds so yummy. I want to move on to something else, and I wanted to ask you, what do you think about starting a lot of people say that you can start a business with $0. What do you think about that? Like with no money, basically. So how did you start? Did you start with zero money? Did you start with a saving account, using your savings account? So what do you
I
think
I
about that
kinda
idea?
I I started slowly.
Mm,
I don't know about no money. This, you have to have flour, sugar, and enough in, and so I don't see how you can start a business like this with no money.
mm,
But I did it slowly. The biggest expense were my ovens. And those I did charge, but I paid it off in no time. But everything else, I went to a lot of auctions, restaurant auctions.
mm.
A lot of my pans. I don't know if you could. Okay, this table back here that I got it at an auction. Uh, I like the table that I'm at. I actually, it was on the back of a truck. It's a
Mm-hmm.
wonderful table. It's a wonderful table. It's restaurant style. It even has cutting boards underneath the the top. So
Mm,
I just kind of hunt hunt and peck for everything. Paid cash for most of it. I went on to eBay and got my refrigerated display case, the racks from Sam's. Uh, I went to a lot of auctions. That's where I got my bread cutter. That's how I cut my biscotti into these perfect shapes.
shapes.
But it was, for me personally, it was just a lot of investing slowly because I just didn't want the expensive something,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what it would take for that, but mine was slow.
Hmm. I I think you and I we had that discussion before where we said, well, can we really start a business without money? I think anyways, even if you use your cell phone, you pay for it. You pay for it every month. Excuse me.
Mhm.
What else? Yes, I think the idea of creating a small business or putting a small business together is free, but the rest of it you will have to come up with some kind of funds, to be
Mhm.
able to uh s- yeah, to be able to really store. You need to buy some appliances, you need to buy some electronic devices. I mean, so that people will know about your business. So I think I do agree. I mean,
Mhm.
you just gave us a list of everything you needed to buy to start your business. So I'm
Mhm.
sure some people will disagree with us. I'm
But
sure they
if
will
they do it
disagree with
without
us.
money, I wish they would.
But you know what? The stories are different, right?
Yeah,
Some stories are
yeah.
different, and then the products that we sell are different. The services that we give to our customers is different. So
Mhm.
I mean, we will agree to disagree on this, I guess.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, Miss Sophia, um, my next question for you here. Do you think that I know you're a Christian entrepreneur, so do you think that faith plays a big role, when uh, creating a business or thinking about, creating a business? So do you think that faith plays a big role?
Yes, because I think you really, really have to have faith in yourself and your ability to do it.
Mhm,
That it's the dream that God put in you.
mhm,
It took me a long while to get to this place.
mhm,
There was a time where I would say I wasn't sure about this dream, but it was just burning inside of me. It was like a flicker that was about to go out. And I had to do it. I said, I can't let my dream die
mhm,
inside of me. They have that saying about how the richest place on this earth is the graveyard. I didn't want my dream to be there. So
mhm,
uh, I had a talk with God and I said, if I can work out something with Mr. Gatewood, who's the owner of this building, and it became available too, the space became available. And I said, well, when it became available, I said, well, if I can work out something with him, I'm gonna go for it. And he was gracious enough. And we worked on the rent because I was just starting out. And then when um, I found out the cost to have the hood you need to put over your ovens. I didn't have that money, but Mr.
uh,
Goodwood he already has a hood. He also works out of here. So he has the hood. It's kind of in back. It's not in my work area. And he just
mhm.
pushed some things over for me and let me go under his hood. And I mean, the stories on how I found favor with businesses and with people.
Mm.
Is those doors open when it says just take the step. It's
Mm.
not.
Yep.
I kind of wanted it all to be laid out for me and to be sure, but what are we sure of? So you just
Mm.
to the best of your ability, and then you just step out. And yeah, and what's funny is when I was the entrepreneur spirit has always been in me, even though I would pursue it in small ways throughout my life. I went to a lot of craft shows. I used to sew dolls. I sewed blankets. I made things. That's actually when I started making the biscotti, I took it to a craft show. So it's always been there. This is probably the biggest investment of money, time, and energy that I have ever put into any one of my endeavors. And my faith that God's going to see me through. He
Mm.
said, it's already done. I already have the victory. I just need to step forward. And then the hints, the hunches, the leading that he gives. And when I follow that, it all goes smoothly. So I would say, but having faith in myself was probably the hardest part. And then having faith in God was there. It's just, well, will he do it for me? Which a lot of us as Christians go through. I don't know why, but will he do it for me? Yeah, he will do it for you. You
Yes.
just you have to step out. You have to step out and then plan. Plan and then step out. That would probably be better. I did it the other way, and so I've spent a lot of years spinning my wheels. But I see things coming together. I see things like doors have opened, but they continue to open. I got
Amen.
an account. My daughter and I went to Coffee Fest in Chicago, and it was last year. Yeah, it was last year, and we got a lot of good feedback. And this week, one of the coffee shops from there, and I remember them also. They just placed an order with me. So that's my dream is to go all around the US. And I remember when we were interviewed at Story's Coffee House, and I remember telling her that people are going to come from Italy to try my biscotti. So I'm
Mm.
holding on to that dream also because it's food. We all love food, and you don't have to be a certain um, I don't have to be Italian to do it. I don't have to be Jewish to make rugula. It's food, and we all love food. So,
Mm. I love what you are saying right now. This is so amazing. It looks like all you need to do, I mean, yeah, you have to have other criteria or other things to run a business, but I think that faith is the biggest ingredient. I
mhm,
feel like faith and love.
mhm,
You said yourself that really, you know, you you started out, you just had a dream. You told
mhm,
your daughter, hey, people will come, all the way from Europe to buy your own biscotti, to buy I mean, to purchase your biscotti. So this is truly a dream. This is truly a dream, and I love it. I think entrepreneurs, we really need to, you know, keep on dreaming, keep
mhm.
on, putting our faith in God. And then there are some difficult times, like you said, difficult times. And Miss Sophia, can you tell us how were you able to overcome your fears, frustration, to overcome those difficult moments,
Okay. I have not.
as an entrepreneur? What did you have to change about yourself to become that strong woman that you are right now, and to just keep on going with the flow
Okay.
despite
I,
everything?
I don't know how strong I am, and I have not overcome yet. I'm I'm just persistent. I mean,
Mm.
it's the investment, and
Yes.
I can still see the end. I haven't lost sight of the prize, as they say. I tell you, after last year, yeah, I would say last year was probably the most trying time for me. It was 7 years in, and it was the most trying time because that was the first time I entertained stopping, giving up,
Mm.
but I couldn't do it. It's like, no, keep going. And that's when my faith in God really kicks in. Just keep going. I mean, whatever you're doing, and maybe to change and tweak and do the things you need to do, because I have in my mind how it was going to go. It didn't go that way. So
Mm.
here we are a year later. I have to change the way I think about business. Um, it's it's still, I wouldn't say, maybe a little bit of a struggle because things aren't coming as fast as I want them to. But I'm not stopping. And last year, oh man, it was trying. Even this year, it's like, when coronavirus hit,
Oh,
then
yes.
like, hmm, and I was my bread and butter at that time were coffee shops. Coffee shops are closing. Well, that means there's no business for me. Well, I had
Mm-hmm.
to reinvent it. Not. I reached out on the retail end of it, and so now I'm actually open. You can't just come in here and buy. I'm not set up to come and buy, but if you order online, I'm set up for that. Uh, but that was a trying time also when I thought, you know, nobody would blame you for backing out, but I said, nope. I'm gonna
No.
keep going. And it's working out. And now I see the turnaround that people are actually the retail customers are responding. They are calling. They are ordering. I was doing the deliveries myself. Well, it was too much, so now I'm on DoorDash to deliver. I'm looking into getting another one to do my deliveries for me. I'm also looking for help. So if anybody needs a job, and I love an experienced baker, but you don't have to be. If you're willing to learn, you can. I can teach you. But there's all these components that go into running a business, marketing, taxes, and payroll. And one thing I think I read it somewhere how you have to go from an employee mindset to a business owner mindset. And
Mm-hmm.
that really is a different hat to put on. The leadership role is just a different way to look at things. So yeah, did I answer your question?
You actually did. You actually did quite well, actually.
I think
Um,
I'm overcoming things as I go through them. If I keep walking, I can overcome it. Then it's like,
yep.
okay, did this before, you know, just keep
But
going.
there are some situations that you've been in business for quite a long time. So, you
Mhm,
know, there are some situations that you were able to overcome. you
mhm.
know um I remember when I met you, you did not like going live and all that Facebook stuff. You were on Facebook, all right, but it was not you, it
Mhm.
was not. So I feel like now you're more comfortable. Am I correct? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I
So
did a little live stuff. Oh man, and I'm like, I don't like it, but
I know.
it's this generation. So you're right. I have to adapt to going live and making plans for that also, so people can. And I've been told that it's like, no, I can do a story and take a pic.
Yeah, right.
But people want to see you, with it organic, as your true self. And I'm the
And
one I like to go in and, oh, let's take that out. Oh, let's take that out. Let's
yeah,
edit. I'm going to edit until it's perfect, but it's never going to be perfect. You know, we're imperfect.
and that's okay. We want to see the real Miss Sophia. We want to see the owner behind Black Bottom Biscotti, and we know she's human. We know she makes mistakes, and then you and I, we are building a brand. So we want to see who is behind that brand. So you are
Mm-hmm.
doing just awesome. I think I was listening to some of your videos here. You were talking about relationships, and I was amazed. I was amazed. It was really good. So I am not going to ask some question about, but maybe we should talk about that. Maybe we should talk about one in I think in one of your videos you were talking about being an active listener.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell us, so do you think that an entrepreneur slash a leader needs to be active listener? Because you said even you have to really, you have to be able to listen to your employees, to the
Mm-hmm.
people that surround you, that work with you, even with your family. Can you tell us more about it? And how can we become that person?
I don't know if I can answer that. I mean, I still, I
Because you're
gotta
still learning,
practice it.
and
I'm
that's okay.
still in let's get it done mode. Let's get it done mode.
Hmm.
I don't know if I'm the one to answer that. I will usually, mm, after the workday is done and I'm sitting, things come to me. And I know that's God. Is things come to me, you shouldn't have handled it that way. Or, sometimes I manage to do good. But I'm learning with that as I go. Um, I can, I sometimes I can see that somebody's I think they're having a difficult time understanding me or grasping what I'm saying or what I'm wanting. And I need to discern, are they having a hard time or they just don't care? And I've run into that where I'm telling you to do something a certain way and things just kind of fall apart. But listening is like it's everything. It's the body language. Is Are they in tune to what I'm saying? What's going on with them? What's going? It's not because sometimes the person, what's going on? You know. So I try to be attuned to everything, and even in personal relationships. And people sometimes think because you don't say anything, you don't know, but I may know, and I'm just not saying. And
Mm,
it, and I think I try so much to be in tune with the Holy Spirit, so I'm not always saying things. I don't know how well I'm doing, but I want to be in tune to um, I in tune to people really because I believe we're just spirits clothed in this body anyway. So your spirit's going to talk to me before your mouth even does. So it's in that I just want to listen. Just shut up, calm down, and don't get defensive. Don't get um, me boss. You not. Just calm down and see what the issue is, what the problem is. Because when I started, my daughter was with me, and one day she said to me, Mom, you know this business isn't about you, don't you? Shut up. Yeah, I know it's not about me. Because she was referring to the people who God puts in my path to help them while they're here or to hire them and they're in my path for a reason and being attuned to that. And only they could tell or time and eternity will be able to tell how in tune I was to it. So
mm.
I think I try to listen. I don't think I'm the best listener, but I'm becoming better. And to me, that's what life is about. Life is about learning and doing just a little bit better each day.
Thank you, Miss Sophia. It's true. It's not easy. I mean, at my job there, we had a session where we needed to listen to what the other, what the coworker was saying. And the lady said, you know, you cannot focus like 100% to what other people are saying. You can't. So if you reach, maybe, I don't remember what was the highest score, but I think if you can reach like 80%, you're very focused, you're listening to what they say,
Mhm.
it's already a good start. You can be
Mhm.
a really great leader. I mean, if you are able to listen, like you say, tune in to what other
Mhm.
people say, listen to them, listen to your customers, listen to your partner, listen to, your friends and family. I know sometimes we hear a lot like, oh, we don't care about what people say. It's true. It's true, because some of it is not, those are not, it's not positive criticism. We want to hear about something that can build us, or
Mhm.
we want to hear about things that won't break us. Do you see what I'm saying? That
Mhm.
won't break our spirit. I think that's what you were talking about also in your videos. You said, yeah, I want to listen to you, but I will not listen to something that will break my spirit, that will make me sad, in another word. So
Mhm.
it's not easy, but we are getting there. We are getting there.
Mhm.
Miss Sophia, you were telling us earlier that you are looking for a baker.
Mhm.
Um uh I wanna, can you tell us where we can send the application? Is it to your
Um,
Gmail account that I see at the bottom here, scrolling at the bottom?
Actually, at on the website and after blackbottombiscotti.com/, put an application and it should come up.
Okay,
If not, then go to the website and I think it might be under more. It's like,
okay,
home and all the way on the end is more and just hover over that. But yeah,
okay.
just fill out the application and yeah, love to have some. And we are open during the morning, 8
That
a.m.
was
to
my
1
next question.
p.m. or our
Your hours
hours.
of your hours of operation, and when do you need that person? I mean, during the
Uh,
week, when?
oh, you mean how many?
How many
So
days? How
we're
many hours?
we're open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Closed Thursday, Saturday, Sunday.
Mm,
So I can't guarantee hours because it depends on the workload, but I'm hoping 16 to 20 hours a week. This is only 5 hours a day. So anywhere from 16 to 20 hours a week. It may be less, it may be more.
awesome. Thank you. Now,
Thank
my
you.
my next question. When you and I we talk about a lot of stuff. So tonight, I think I want to talk about women's in entrepreneurship, Black
Mhm.
women in entrepreneurship. I have read a very interesting article about that, and it looks like I feel like it was in the US. Yes, it was in the US. The rate of women owning a business went up to 164%.
Mm. Mhm.
It's a lot. It's a huge rate. So what do you think that Black women, like you and I, we go into, opening our own shop, um, building the community,
Mhm.
creating some businesses. Why do you think that we get into entrepreneurship?
Why do we get
Why
into
do we get into, entrepreneurship or being an entrepreneur? Why do we, like most of the Black women now
Mhm.
are, they have their own shops, they have their own small businesses. So why do you think that rate went up?
Okay.
So um that rate is so big now,
Mhm. Mhm.
164%. That's a lot.
Mhm. I think we're pursuing the dream in us. You know,
Mm,
I, there's there's really not opposition that maybe my mother would have faced or my grandmother would have faced is kind of, is, the woman who stays at home and takes care of her husband and the children. Um, I don't know if that's the dream for a lot of women anymore. I mean, I worked my entire life, and to do well, I managed to do it all because, like I said, I went to craft shows with my little businesses, and that was fun. But I believe the doors are kind of open for anybody who wants to.
Mm.
Our own independence, because I love being independent. Uh, so that's probably another reason why we've gone into business, and there's more to push us for. We see people who look like us doing it, you know.
Mm.
Uh, I don't know. I think there's a lot of reason, but there's not a stigma with it anymore. So for anyone not to do it, I don't know. I don't know if that's a valid what valid reason could you have for not pursuing your dream unless I don't know. You know,
I think
we can
some
be
of
our
them
own.
also, I
Hmm?
read that some of them it's because they are very tired of the 9 to 5 jobs,
Yeah.
very tired. And then I think some of them, like you said, they are pursuing the dream, and it's an ambition. It's a fire that is burning inside of them. They want to make sure that they create wealth, for the children, for the children, children, you know, breaking those generational curses.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I think that's the reason why that most of us here, we really wanna, like you said, pursue our dream, and then prove ourselves that we can do it,
Hmm. Hmm.
that we
And
can achieve something
that's
great.
that's part of the reason why I also wanted to do it was for that the next generation because we're as a community, we're always starting over. So I
Mm,
start a business, it dies with me, then my children have to start over if they
mm,
want a business. But I wanted Black Bottom Biscotti to not be, I don't want it to die with me. I want it to be the jump off. So if none of my children are interested in this business, they don't like baking, they don't want to dip biscotti, but they do have their own interests. And if Black Bottom Biscotti can fund that, I think that's wonderful. I'm asking God to give me a grandchild who would be interested. They're not interested right now either. But it's that generational, you want something to leave for the next generation. Uh,
mm.
and and even if they never take an interest in the company, I still want the company to go on without them having to be in it, but they can, I guess, take from it. They can profit from it. I believe somebody will rise up and take over. But if not, the company needs to go on because it's not even think about all the people that when we start our businesses and we dream big, all of the other people that we can employ, all of the other families that we can employ. If you look at some of Oprah's the one that comes to mind right now, Madam C.J. Walker, they employ people. It's not just about their family or their generations, they're affecting other people and other
Mm.
families and generations. So if the business, whatever you start, it has to go beyond you. I mean, you can keep it with you, but you can't get very far. But if you can envision it beyond you, I think, wow, wow. I think that's a God vision. That's
Yes.
that's magnified.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then I think that you use that word that we call it destiny,
Mhm.
purpose,
Yeah.
mission.
Yeah.
When you see beyond, your own dreams, and
Mhm.
this is this is powerful. Miss Sophia, do you have any last word? Our show here is getting to an end. Unfortunately, I had so many questions, but we are going to keep it for next time.
Okay.
But do you have any words of encouragement here for our young entrepreneurs? You know,
Mhm.
us who just started, right? Um,
Mhm.
any words of encouragement, anything that you want people to know about, those that just had an idea, and they are dreaming big.
Mhm.
Um, what are those last words that you want to tell
Um,
those entrepreneurs tonight?
well, first, I want to thank you for having me on. It was fun. I'm enjoying this. So thank you. She's getting me out of my shell, y'all.
I'm
Um,
here to do that. You know
uh,
that.
yeah, yeah. Uh, the young, you know, I think the young entrepreneurs are on fire. I
Mm-hmm.
really do. I think this is your time. It really is. There's so much lifting you up, pushing you forward, telling you to go do it. Uh, Go do it. That's what I would say to you. Just go do it. I am in my 50s, and to do this work now hurts. Whereas if I would have started in my 30s, even, I wouldn't have the aches and pains I have now. So do it while you're young, especially if it's physical. Um, but I would like to speak to the older entrepreneurs who are starting late. Don't
Mm,
let your dream die. Do it. What if you got another 20 years? It's not too late. I believe I've lived half my life. Every year, I've lived half my life. So I'm gonna live to be, 100 or something. But what am I gonna do with that time? Am I really gonna just sit down and watch Netflix and be in a rocking chair? No. Go after whatever it is that you're dreaming about doing. And if you fall flat, get up and do it again. And those
yep.
those moments, I never thought the when I started that I would be tempted to quit, but it came. It came. And I just had to push through it. I just got up every morning, just kept coming in. You have to push through it.
Yes.
Plan, please plan, business plan. It'll be easier on you. And just remember, God put that dream in you. He is able to complete it. He
Yes.
is the author and finisher of your faith. Have faith in yourself, have faith in God.
Hmm. And I say amen to that. But guys, before I let you go, um, I want to tell. Miss Sophia told us what was a study, but I want to actually show you some pictures of her creations. Right?
Oh,
I want
okay.
to show you some quick pictures here. Those are really nice, guys. So please contact her if you have any special event or you just have a sweet tooth. You just want something sweet. Uh, Please contact her. You see her information scrolling right at the bottom of my screen here. So she is located in Omaha. Yes, it's true, but I know she can. Miss Sophia, do you ship your
Um,
products as
yes,
well?
we ship only the biscotti, not the scones, not the cookie, not the or the Google is a cookie, but only the biscotti.
Okay.
Um, yes, we do ship.
Yes, you can ship. Okay.
Mhm.
So let's see what a biscotti is, just in case you guys look at this, guys. Look at how yummy this is. So, Miss Sophia, what is that flavor if you remember?
Cranberry pistachio.
Oh,
Cranberry,
okay. I
that's what
think
I
I
was
have
showing you.
those.
Yep.
Those are wonderful. Let's see if I can get another picture. Let's see if uh let me go back here.
Okay. We also have lemon blueberry, cherry rosemary. Cherry
There is
rosemary wasn't
there is a
surprising.
particular one. Let's see if I can find the picture here. There is a this is wonderful. Is that the
Ah,
one that you just mentioned?
no, that one is chocolate pistachio. That is an old
Mhm.
picture. We used to put pistachios on top. I just put them all inside now. But chocolate
Oh man,
pistachio, yeah. We have a
this is
plain
so
pistachio.
yummy.
Yeah.
This looks so yummy.
Hmm.
Um,
They are
let's
good.
see. I have another one here. I have another one. Let's see if we can go and then I am going to let you go because I know you must be tired. You must have a long day. But
Yeah.
this one,
Ah,
this one, I need to
uh,
get this one for myself. So I will definitely place an order very soon because it
okay. That
reminds
one
me
is
of a
strawberry.
French cake
Oh,
that we
yeah.
used to eat. So I want this one. So can you tell us a little bit about this one?
That one is Strawberry Dream, I believe I
Mm,
named it. It's dry strawberries and a good strawberry flavor, and then a white chocolate with a dark embellishment. I found the dark chocolate kind of overpowered that one, so I like it better with the white.
it looks so yummy. It looks so good. So get ready for my order. Guys, please try those biscottis from Black Bottom Biscotti. They are awesome. They are awesome. Miss Sophia, we actually the honor was all mine. Thank you for your time tonight. Thank you for everything that you do in the community. Thank you for building the community. Thank you for being such an inspiration for the entrepreneurs out there. And really, we appreciate you. And you have a wonderful night.
You too. Thank you, Desiree.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye.
Bye bye. Guys, you heard it yourself from Miss Sophia Jordan. Keep on going. Don't stop. If you're an entrepreneur out there, keep on moving. Do not stop. Yes, sometimes you will be tried. Yes, it will be difficult, but you can do it with the help of the Lord. Have faith. Have faith and do not close do not close your stores. Do not put down, put those ideas in the back. Just keep on moving. It will be well with you. Next time, actually, my next guest here is Sherry Kirkpatrick. You will meet her on Sunday at 6:30. She makes the most wonderful bracelets. And, she's the owner of My Life Matters to Jesus. We'll talk about it next time. Until then, be strong, entrepreneurs. Bye.